Hi, it's Pat Fitzgerald, the VA loan guy. Today is the start of a two-part series on the top 10 questions that I get every day on the telephone from veterans as well as active military people. In this first video today, we're going to talk about the top 5 questions, and in our next video, we're going to talk about the other 5 questions. All right, so today we're going to talk about this subject. I get lots of telephone calls from veterans, actually 7 days a week. And so I just thought I would capture these top 10 questions that I get constantly from veterans as well as active military people. I think probably the number one question I get is, what credit score do I need to get a VA loan? This is an interesting one because, believe it or not, VA does not set a minimum credit score. They leave it up to the individual lenders that are licensed VA lenders. Some of the banks and more conservative companies are 620 to maybe even 640. My particular company is at 580. So you're going to find a range somewhere between 580 and 640 on that. Number 2 question, what kinds of income can we count? All the standard stuff from typical paychecks, Social Security, service-connected disability payments from VA. We can count child support. We can count, of course, any kind of retirement income, pension, any of those things, as long as it's steady and we can verify it. And also as long as you're reporting it on your taxes if you're required to file taxes. I can even count child support as long as we can verify that it's coming to the recipient on a timely basis. We can in some cases count part-time employment as long as the person has a 2-year or more history of that steady employment. Question number 3, is it hard to get a VA home loan? Not really. You have to have that minimum credit score of 580. We have to be able to verify your income, of course. And it's all about your debt-to-income ratio. We'd like to keep your debt-to-income ratio below the 50% threshold. Question number 4, can I have a co-borrower on a VA home loan? This is a very popular question that I get. The only co-borrower that can be on a VA loan is, of course, either a spouse or another person with military benefits. So boyfriend, girlfriend, or partners, as long as they're married, the spouse can be on the loan. But if they're not married, cannot be. Can a father and son be on a VA loan? Yes, as long as father and son both have military benefits. That's the only way that could work. Question number 5, what kind of property types can I use with my VA loan? And this is a very popular question that I get a lot. And of course, typical is standard, single family properties. That's a very common and, of course, the number one thing. And also a military buyer can buy a duplex, triplex, or fourplex. No problem there. The VA draws the line at the 4-unit number. You can also buy a manufactured home on property as long as it cannot be in a manufactured home park. It needs to be on its own individual lot, and the home has to be on a permanent foundation that's mounted to the ground. But as always, if you have any questions, I'm available to you 7 days a week. I tell everybody it doesn't cost a penny to talk, so call me right now at 210-215-4400. That's 210-215-4400, and I'll be happy to answer all your questions. Thanks for tuning in.